It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And you look around the league, many teams in the South can struggle with attendance. That has not been the case in Memphis, though, fellas.
You know, the basketball capital of the South, Memphis is a hoop city. And guess what? The barbecue on Beale Street is delicious.
Wow, the barbecue capital of the South.
What kind of barbecue do you get when you go? Is it chicken? Is it ribs? Is it Brunswick stew?
I get chickens. I get ribs.
Chickens.
I get
Not just one.
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
not just
multiple
one.
chickens.
I get chickens. I get beef, and I get the brontosaurus.
Okay.
The brontosaurus.
Just think about that big, Ernie.
Oh, wow.
Think about that big, Ernie. You
Okay.
can't eat it. You can't eat it by yourself.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they had the
Is that what Wilma gets too? And Barney and Betty? Good.
Well, Memphis, the capital of the South in basketball.
Basketball capital of the South.
You know,
I don't know if the folks in Atlanta are going to be wild about Memphis getting that.
But the Grizzlies, they fit just fine. We like them.
Yeah. Oh, that does it for us.
Yes.
Kevin Harlan with a call. We'll see you a bit later.
Wilma!
The Grizzlies look to take charge at the FedEx Forum, and we're going to bring it to you live from Memphis, Tennessee. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And it's another road game for the Magic. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And they're 1-0 against...
Here we go.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go.
Oh, man.
And DJ is not afraid to rip out these insane dunks, these crazy throwdowns. Moments like this prove that he is indeed the real deal.
Conley gets the bucket.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Magic They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
Gordon, it's good on the putback.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And White kicks to Gasol. Again, the miss by Gasol.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
Conley, the pass to Hazanya. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Now, here's DJ. He's tightly guarded, and he uses the glass on the layup. And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him, you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
No good on the corner shot from DJ.
And I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front.
Booker dishes to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Rodgers. Conley kicks to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Gasol with another miss.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Conley kicks to Gasol. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Gasol's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And again, another one in from DJ.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
Gasol a screen. Shoots off the screen. Tries again. The shot, no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. Gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Orlando also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Justin Anderson comes in for Isaac. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Wells. There are a lot of great young talents in the league right now. And when you take a look, Clark, at the young big men in the league, who stands out to you?
I like a lot of these young big guys because they're mobile. They can score the ball. They rebound it. Karl Anthony Towns is really, when you talk about a guy doing the 2010 thing, this early in his career, that's special. Miles Turner, I think, has a chance to be really special with his shooting stroke and his shot blocking ability. And then Porzingis has a lot of Dirk Nowitzki qualities to him.
Here's Baldwin, guarded by Rodgers. Johnson sets the screen for Grant. Elbow shot. Jump shot is good that time. Grant's got his first basket.
Boy, I tell you, that's certainly evidence of a high IQ for Grant. I mean, seeing the space off the screen and then calmly draining that J.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And both free throws good for DJ.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Johnson the screen. And Matthews kicks to Hammonds. No good that time. And Orlando the other way now.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And taken away by Johnson. And here is Grant. He averages about 5 points a game. They set the pick. Screen by Grant. Matthews, no one around him. Here's Johnson. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just really good clock management there. I mean, that's how you close a quarter.
DJ firing on all cylinders for the Orlando Magic. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. All right, the second quarter. Whitey's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Then for the Magic, DJ is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Gordon comes in for Anderson. And Wells is subbed in for Evan Fournier. On the court for Orlando, DJ out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Rogers. And it's Wells in at the 2 spot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Grizzlies.
And it was a versatile offense they featured. So many teams these days rely heavily on the 3-point shot, but they kept it balanced. The triple was still a big part of what they did, but it wasn't the only thing they did. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
White against Gordon. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And DJ throws it down.
Got to respect how attentive to detail Wells is. I mean, he's excellent at feeling when one of his guys has a clean look.
Baldwin kicks to White. That one wide left. And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And now the third quarter about to get going. DJ really making a difference here.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
They've got Marc Gasol, Conley out there with White. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Hezonja in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Gasol no good. Magic leading by 10. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Warriors was phenomenal. He ended up with 47 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
And Booker kicks to Gasol to the left side wing. The 17-footer. And that one is good. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
And stolen by Booker. Outside, White. He dishes it to Gasol. No good on that one. Some solid defense from DJ.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Rogers passes to Gordon. Wing shot on the way. That's good on the jump shot. Gordon's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And you look at Aaron Gordon, one of those culture setters, unselfish, defensive-minded, and Clark, he's a worker.
Yeah, he is that, and he also is very impressive going back to the 2014 draft in the interview process. Made quite an impression. Very precocious young man. A little bit ahead of his time and maturity when you talk about his age now. Stays grounded, even-keeled. This guy knows who he is and where he wants to go.
Here's Rogers, and Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
The lead now in single digits. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And DJ throws it down.
Man, what determination from DJ would not be denied. Love how he forces his way through.
The Magic have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Hammonds, he's checked in for Gasol. Johnson comes in for Trevor Booker. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And Baldwin subbed in for Mike Conley. Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. He asks, what sport other than basketball are you best at?
I specialized early, Alex. I was a decent athlete, had good hands, could catch and throw a football pretty well, but didn't like the contact there. Right now, I'm actually just a good workout guy, and I'm trying to become a better than average golfer.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And that one's good, DJ.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Grant outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hammonds. And it's DJ with the rebound. Magic leading by 10. Pass to Rogers. And he overshot that one, missing. The Grizzlies have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Matthews against Fournier. They get a hand on it. Anderson against Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Grant. Really taking it strong to the cup.
And DJ throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Outside Matthews. Pass to Grant. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Orlando grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Hammonds. Booker comes in for Johnson. Mario Hezonja is checked in for Grant. And it's Mike Conley in for Baldwin. Then for the Magic, DJ is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Alan Williams. And Wells is subbed in for Evan Fournier. And so in the game for the Magic, Rogers is out there with Wells. And there's Gordon. And it's DJ. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
And DJ throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Gasol a screen. Outside, White. Kicks to Gasol. Over DJ. Hits the front of the rim and out. Magic leading by 9. Pass to Isaac. Wells in the corner. There's the pick. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Superb sniping by Wells, showing great consistency with that outside shot.
Conley kicks to Hezonja. Booker is screen on Rogers. Hezonja, the pass to Gasol. Over DJ. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Marc Gasol.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
And you were a good defender, Greg, so you tell me, how do you guard that? I mean, the height, the soft release, not a lot you can do against that combination.
And Booker kicks to White. Over DJ. It's deflected.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
Pass to Isaac. To the paint. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Gordon. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And White kicks to Conley. Passes it to Hezonja. He feeds it to Gasol. And it's blocked. Gordon kicks to DJ. And the shot goes in. DJ's got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Orlando.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. A fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DJ.
Oh, it was nice seeing him do his thing on offense, wasn't it? Turned it up a notch and flat out pulverized the defense.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They trail by 9. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley's shot is off.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8.
And, you know, Grant, a second-round pick, has worked hard for his minutes in the NBA. He's an exceptional athlete who plays with a real edge, a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
From the wing, and that falls.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. It's time for another 2K TV challenge, and this week we are hitting...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Well, for Minnesota, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. It's been said that Karl Anthony Towns is the prototypical
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. Last outing for Orlando. They won that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Wells. Then there's Rogers. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. Door should be a fun one tonight. Both teams on serious hot streaks. Talk about the attitude in that locker room that you've witnessed, the mindset of the players when things really get going.
Well, there's a tremendous swagger and confidence, a lot of trash talking in the locker room saying, hey, fellas, we're good. We got this tonight.
Now, here's DJ. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you guys, there's a tenacity to his game that you have to like. DJ never gets lazy out there. He always seems to go full speed.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Wiggins kicks to Butler. Towns the screen. Here's Young. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
The broad shoulders of Cat helps make him an excellent screener.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Withey's checked in for Minnesota. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Gordon. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
Boy, Kev, what a feed. That's what you get from DJ, someone who understands where to put the basketball and when.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Wiggins, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. There's the call. It's a foul on Orlando. And when Andrew Wiggins came into the league, there was a lot of fanfare and lofty expectations placed upon him. Many in the league thought he'd be the next big wing star in the league. And Doris, while the hype might have gotten carried away a little bit, Wiggins has shown he's a force on the court.
Right, he's dealing with a couple of things. The hype coming out of college and also being involved with the trade for Kevin Love. There's a lot to live up to there, but this guy has shown an outstanding ability to live up to the #1 pick label. This guy's a franchise talent no matter how you look at it.
And that one's good, DJ.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Rondo kicks to Butler. Wiggins outside. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out to the right wing. DJ dishes to Gordon. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, Kev, that's some nice, crisp ball movement. DJ being decisive in creating the opportunity.
Here's Butler. Got a hand on it. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Wells passes to DJ. And he uses the glass on the layup. DJ's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Rondo kicks to Butler. Fires from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. Orlando leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
2 points. That one goes.
Man, I tell you what, Isaac really rebounds well for his position. Takes advantage of that length and his reach to track down rebounds.
Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 22-point game against Dallas. Kicks it to Withey. Young sets a screen for Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Yeah, just a tremendous effort on their part. They competed hard, but just couldn't get over the hump.
I think disappointing for sure. They were right there, and it's always difficult to lose those nip-and-tuck games.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Justin Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Fournier subbed in for Wells. Shot clock at 6. Jang a screen. Here's Jamison. Tips it up, and it's DJ with the rebound. Orlando leading by 11. Fournier dishes to DJ. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with the steal. DJ with it, with the on him. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, Kev, how good is it to see DJ work that hard to get into position for an offensive rebound? Really pays off for him.
Jones kicks to Withy. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He's got such soft touch around the rim. The D has to try to keep him out of the paint because if he gets close, it's lights out.
Fournier gets a wide open look, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Clemens. They get it back, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but...
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. DJ is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Olynyk. Isaac's checked in for Justin Anderson. And Wells is subbed in for Rogers. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Isaac. DJ out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Wells in at the 1. Butler passes to Withy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was terrific. He scored 35 points and was on target the whole night. Didn't miss very much. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, you do wonder, though, Greg, does he still have some of the adrenaline going from that performance? No matter how tired he is, he should have plenty of energy coming off that.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Rondo dishes to Wiggins. Wiggins drawing the double team. For all the great things that Andrew Wiggins does on the floor, he is still working to solidify his defensive game. Never easy, Doris, for a young player in the NBA, and it's something that he knows he can improve upon.
Well, and I think the important piece is Andrew Wiggins is invested in becoming a better defender. And most pure scorers think they can get away with playing average at best defense. Wiggins wants to be known as a complete player.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Rondo. 8 points his last outing. Teardrop shot. Basket counts.
He is a master in that pick and roll. He knows exactly when to pull the trigger or facilitate.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
For Orlando, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He doesn't get the second one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And there it is for him.
Because sometimes Wiggins better off when he doesn't have to put the ball on the deck.
Now here's Wells. He's covered by Rondo. Now the dish to Wells. The feed to Fournier. Puts it up from 17. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at DJ in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Young is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket low-post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
Here's Rondo following the basket by DJ. Wiggins kicks to Towns. That's tipped.
I'll tell you, defense is about position and anticipation, and DJ fantastic at both.
The 9-foot shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. DJ's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight, efficient and effective.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
It is hard to dispute that the extra boards leading to extra possessions, converting on crucial baskets made all the difference.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Justin Anderson in for Isaac. And so it's Minnesota with it. 17-point game. And Towns gets it to go.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Young with the steal. Wiggins against Anderson. Wiggins passes to Jones. He dishes it to Young. Towns a screen on Anderson. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Well, nice decision on the pick and roll. Wiggins getting his own offense within the flow.
Well, the league is finally catching up with Thaddeus Young. 6'8", 220 pounds. He was a small ball power forward before that was in vogue. Now he's kind of the perfect fit.
Here's Jones after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 5.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
And he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle, too. And over the course of his career, Young more of a slasher than a shooter, Doris, at the power forward position.
Right. The southpaw has a very quick first step. And the last few seasons, though, starting to add that three-point shot. That will make him more effective.
Now here's Jones, looking for his first basket still in this one. Young outside. And too long on the shot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And the close range attempt, no good from DJ. Rogers against Jones. And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Magic leading by 16 on the court for Orlando. Aaron Gordon out there with Isaac. Then there's Rogers. Then it's DJ. And it's Fournier in at the 2.
How about not shying away from contact? DJ earns a trip to the stripe. Solid physical play, Kev.
Good on the second free throw. Minnesota with the ball. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The shot by Butler, nobody around. His three-pointer's off the mark. Orlando's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Out of bounds, magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Young's checked in for Gorgie Dang. And a switcher also for Orlando. Wells, he's checked in for Rogers. Off the pick, and DJ throws it down.
Boy, Kev, what terrific rhythm to DJ's game tonight. Nothing rushed, nothing forced, a smooth, efficient performance.
Here is Rondo. Here's Towns. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And that's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Now here's Towns. A three-pointer. Wiggins bangs home the trifecta.
What a quick read by Towns, always keeping his head up.
The Magic leading by 16. Pass to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Unloads from 13. That shot no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Butler dishes to Rondo. They set the screen. And Young kicks to Rondo. Back to Young. Feeds to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins from outside. And it's DJ with the rebound. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Wells' shot is good.
And Wells is always working on enhancing his outside shot. Doesn't matter where he is. If he's open, he's firing.
Rondo with it. Passes it to Towns. The turnaround jumper. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Now here's DJ. He's guarded closely. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Rondo with it. Now guarded by Wells. From about 16, it's hauled in by the Magic. DJ's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, that's how you like to see DJ finish a drive, not holding anything back. Send a message.
Rondo passes to Wiggins. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. Towns up top. Screen by Young. Outside Rondo. The 3. Rebound by the Magic. From 18 feet away. And it's DJ missing. Timberwolves trail by 19. Outside Butler. Back to Towns. And there's the pass to Rondo. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Orlando.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DJ.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Orlando also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Rogers subbed in for Wells. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
The Magic making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Now here's Jones. He kicks to Jamison. Shoots a three. Rogers pulls it in. Pass to DJ. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him getting physical in the low box.
And he's good on the second. Here's Jones. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
So with all this success in the playground, do you have any other goals?
My goals.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's game held at Amway Center. It's the Orlando Magic going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, if tonight works out the way they hope it will and they walk out with a win, it will move them into position as the team with the 5th best record in the NBA. And here we go, toe-to-toe, two of the most formidable front.
Oh, say does that star-spangled.
And the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Linda Lynn. We are happy to have you with us tonight for the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of... And with...
Hey, Kevin, Sixers coach Brett Brown says that Philadelphia reminds him of his hometown of Boston. He said the city has tremendous pride. The city wants winners.
Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique. Clark, tonight in this matchup, young teams, not a lot of experience, and there are tough things for these young players to pick up as they make their journey, I know, through the NBA.
You're really right on top of it there, Kevin, because young players tend to be more emotional, and that doesn't always serve you well. Being poised and calm and confident is what you see from veteran players. Understanding game situations and having the presence of mind to be aware in all situations is part of what sometimes isn't prevalent with young players.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. He's out there with Ben Simmons. Fultz is out there with Embiid. And it's Magruder in at the shooting guard position. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Fultz. Screen by Cousins. Fultz kicks to Simmons. The feed now to Embiid. And it's DJ with the rebound. On defense, Philadelphia. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Fultz the pass to Simmons. Screen by Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Magruder. The 76ers again can't hit it. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Fournier passes to Rogers. DJ with it. Embiid's there. And that one's good. DJ.
DJ's a clever, smart player. When he sees a lane to the rim, he doesn't take his time. Instead, going straight to the rack.
Simmons left side. Baseline J on the way. No good. Shot missing. And Orlando the other way now. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
Fultz kicks to Magruder. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid with a screen on Fournier. Magruder passes to Embiid. Back to Magruder. They need this one. And it's Orlando with the rebound. DJ's got his 4th rebound in this one. Good D by Embiid.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Offensive rebound. The pass to Magruder. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Wells is subbed in for Fournier. And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Saric has the open look. It's good from the top of the key. 1:04 left here in the opening quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court.
Korkmaz checked in for Rodney Magruder.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Korkmaz. He kicks it to Saric. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Holmes sets a screen. There's the dish to Saric. Passes it to Korkmaz. Here's Rozier. Kicks it to Saric. Tries again. It's tipped.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
And DJ throws it down.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. For the Magic, DJ is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Aaron Gordon comes in for Justin Anderson. And Evan Fournier is subbed in for Rogers. The 76ers trail by 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Simmons. Then it's Joel Embiid. And there's Fultz. And it's Magruder in at the 2. Wells with the steal. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was terrific. He finished with 30 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Brett Brown, such a great fit in Philadelphia. He loves the town, loves the game, loves to coach. He says about the town, Clark, it reminds him of his hometown.
Well, that's nice to hear because he does embody a lot of the grit that you come to know and expect from Philadelphians. I mean, it reminds him of where he's from. He's faced the media through tough times. He's always candid and forthright. And he's coaching with a long lens, as he put it, building towards something great. And, man, I tell you, that passion and enthusiasm just oozes out of him, which is pretty cool to see.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Cousins. And DJ throws it down.
Can't say enough good things about DJ. When he's driving inside, he's a threat to bang the rim.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Fultz kicks to Embiid. Dishes to Cousins. And it's Magruder in the corner. And stolen by Fournier. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Wells. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. DeMarcus, you guys have had chances, but you haven't taken advantage of those chances. What do you say to the team?
That's something I've been preaching on. They're giving us a lot of opportunities, and we got to do something with it. So.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. DJ really making a difference here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination, strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
DJ out there with Gordon. Then there's Rogers. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. The 76ers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
And Clark, as you watch the game at both the college and pro levels over the years, what has been the biggest change for you and your view of that?
Well, You know what, Kevin? There are a couple of things. The athleticism. The real emphasis on training and strengthening the core, meaning from your kneecaps to your sternum. The work that's done to train the hamstrings and quads and glutes and that core area as a place of power, as your center of power, is one of the significant changes I've seen, not just in basketball, but all sports. And it's benefited the athletes greatly and the overall athleticism. And then from a playing standpoint or on the floor standpoint, I think the three-point shot. I think that's been the biggest dramatic change in the game.
Pass to Rogers. Magic moving the ball around. DJ sets the screen for Fournier. Looking to end his cold spell, and that one's good, DJ. DJ's got 12 points in the game.
Really got to respect the mid-range game of DJ. He has a lot of confidence shooting from that area.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Justin Anderson in for Evan Fournier. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
The 15-footer, and it drops once again. The bucket from DJ. DJ's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the fire, intensity that DJ plays with on offense. Feels like nobody can guard him. Getting to any spot on the floor with ease, he makes it look simple.
Saric passes to Luwawu. Screen by Saric. Here's Luwawu. He's covered by Anderson. And Luwawu gets it to go. 8 points for him.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Back to Saric. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Olynyk. It's hauled in by the Magic. And Anderson kicks to DJ. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Like how DJ is physical with the defense. I mean, he's not afraid to mix it up and go through contact on his shots.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
Wells, he's checked in for Justin Anderson. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And the pass to Luwawu. Feeds it to Saric. Here's Korkmaz. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The shot by Saric, no good.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's a 9-point Magic lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
It's deflected. Fires the 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Holmes. Here's Rozier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
The Magic have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. And the first one drops. Orlando making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Aaron Gordon comes in for Isaac. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Wells. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Ben Simmons comes in for Korkmaz. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Fulton for Terry Rozier. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. For Orlando, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Fultz kicks to Šarić. There's a screen. Cousins with it. And, oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just really good clock management there. I mean, that's how you close a quarter.
DJ, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Orlando Magic. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back. DJ is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Magic leading by 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia. They've got Ben Simmons. Embiid is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Fultz. And it's McGruder in at the 2 spot.
And DJ doesn't take chances this close to the basket. When he's in this deep, he's focusing on one thing. Posterizing you.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Rodgers. Embiid the screen. Simmons against Gordon. Lets it go from 14. Misses off the left iron.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
A second chance effort, and the rejection by Cousins.
You just can't get those kinds of shots past Cousins. When he's in the area, he's really good at getting a hand on the ball.
Tries yet again. Williams, and Williams is right there.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Here's Cousins. The 76ers again can't hit it. Magic leading by 8. And there's the feed to DJ. Embiid with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, I look at Fultz, and he has perennial all-star written all over him. A fantastic playmaker who's really got a ready-made skill set for the NBA.
And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in. DJ with it. Embiid's there. And that one is good from DJ.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
Here's Cousins, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
To the inside, and Embiid throws it down.
And Embiid loves to punch it now. The defense can't let him get that kind of position inside.
It's Fournier on the wing. Orlando moving the ball around. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
the mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Cousins and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're leading by 7. 1:19 left in the fourth. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Fournier dishes to DJ. The putback. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Fultz the pass to Embiid. Here's Magruder. He dishes it to Cousins. Embiid the screen. 5 on the clock. Money!
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
Shoots from 12, and it's DJ missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
And it's DJ missing. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Exactly. You're right on top of it, Greg. No need to chuck up a 3. Just be smart and get a quality shot.
Outside, Simmons. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DJ.
Boy, the athleticism that Simmons has is downright scary. I mean, remarkable the talent this man has and the potential, I think, to be a multi-time All-Star.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 4. 9 seconds left in the game. The dish to Fultz. Launches a 3, and that one is off. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
guys, and don't forget that we have our 2K TV Awards coming up in the next couple of weeks, and the categories are going to be announced right now. And this year we have some amazing awards, including the new air caps you may have seen on set and so much more. So get out there and show us what you got.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal by my side. Not too long from now, the regular season will be coming to a close. But there are still some very heated battles going on for playoff position. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against Philadelphia, and they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevailed.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Porter and Morris are the forwards. Josh Richardson out there with Wall, and it's Zeller in at the 5 down low. And here in the final leg of the season, Chris, you can just see how hard these teams are pushing and how the season has taken its toll. I think it's very evident.
That's what you have to like about sports, is that at the end of the year, whoever wins that championship, they deserve it because everybody's going to be banged up. Everybody's going to have their little dings and be, kind of hurt. No one is going to be 100% at the end of the season. And so right now, we're watching them definitely grind it out.
So you always have respect for the champion because you know just what they've had to go through. No season is perfect and no team is perfect.
Yes, I always have respect for the champions. Think of all the things we talked about, those 7-game road trips, how many is 82 games during the season, the fact that players get injured, the fact that players get traded. There's so much that goes on at the end of the year that whoever is left standing had to go through so much. You have to respect the victors. Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
DJ is used to getting knocked around while shooting. Remarkable composure, still finds a way to sink that shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He was extremely sharp at the free throw line in their last outing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, thanks, Kevin. The Wizards head coach did talk to me a few minutes ago. He said the focus defensively is going to be making things difficult inside. He wants to get them off the three-point line and make them take as many mid-range shots as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Zeller with it. He had 22 points in the win against Chicago.
Oh, and the rebounding, spectacular as well. He was in attack mode all night.
For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
Well, it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought, that they...
that athletic ability there.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym. You got to enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Pass to Richardson. Feeds to Zeller. And Wall kicks to Porter. Lets the three fly. Second shot opportunity. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass. Well, Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play, but he is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close in that he does get.
The pass to Wall. The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim. And with Zeller, it is that efficiency with the ball that you really like about his game every season, Chris. He gets more and more comfortable helping carry the scoring load.
Well, Zeller does a good job of always having his hands ready and being in a position to score. He's great at finishing on those dump-off passes. He knows how to roll and finish strong.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for Orlando. Orlando making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Alan Williams. Aaron Gordon comes in for Isaac, and Wells is subbed in for Fournier. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Bertanis comes in for Markieff Morris. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Porter. And Nate Walters subbed in for Richardson.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play. Oh, man, that makes 4 of 5 shots, and he really has gotten off to a terrific start in this first quarter.
Rodgers against Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got 9.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And there are the Magic with another bucket. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. The dish to Oubre. Kicks it to Walters. Pass to Wall. Taken away. And DJ throws it down.
We'll give DJ some credit. He's extremely efficient. He knows where his spots are on the floor.
For Washington, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Dishes it to Oubre. There's the feed to Walters. They set the pick. Passes it to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's deflected.
And DJ is solid at knowing when to leap up for the block shots. Got to be careful when shooting when he's around.
From outside, off the mark. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's his first foul. And the Magic making a change here. Olynyk checked in. Alan Williams out there with DJ. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Wells. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Porter kicks to Zeller. The shot's good. Zeller's got 4 points this quarter.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the 76ers was a revelation. He scored 35 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
And Fournier kicks to DJ. He dishes it to Wells. The 9-foot shot, and DJ with the basket on the assist from Wells. And that's now 18 points for DJ. The Wizards with the lead. And Walters kicks to Morris. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
Well, you look at Markieff Morris, and you see a player, Greg, who is finally meeting his potential.
And you know what? Give credit to Morris because he's fallen in line with the team and the staff here. I think he's always had the talent to be an impact player. It just took a structured situation for him to really flourish, and I think he's found a home here in Washington.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Alan Williams. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Wizards have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
And Washington making a change here. Wall's checked in. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from DJ. Wall dishes to Zeller. And, oh, he jams it right over DJ. Wow.
It's like Wall has a sixth sense of knowing when guys are open. Outstanding to quickly getting them the ball.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. 4th, the Magic.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
What an advantage for a big man to have, that smooth stroke at the line.
He feeds it to Richardson. Morris with the screen for Richardson. Shoots over Fournier. And that one comes up a bit short. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Sinks that one from the post. Fournier's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Richardson against Fournier. Richardson kicks to Wall. 5 on the clock. He gets it in there. Wall's got 15.
Now, Wall is a knockdown specialist from here. You know his jumper is a thing of beauty at times. He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Wizards lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, you have scored very efficiently in the first half, so what has the mindset been?
DA, my mindset is the same I've had my whole life, baby. Any shot I take is a good shot. Actually, hold up. Check that. Any shot I take is the best shot.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
So on the floor for Washington, Porter and Morris are the forwards. All out there with Richardson, and it's Zeller in at the 5. Well, there are a lot of players who seemingly have ice in their veins when the game is on the line. They do not blink. When you think about those kind of players, who might be the most mentally tough in the league right now?
Well, it's so hard to tell who really is mentally tough because you don't know what these guys are thinking. But I know who looks like just cold stone, just merciless players out there, and that's Kawhi Leonard because
Yes.
you never know. You know Kawhi is a nice guy, but, you know, he'll shoot a shot that'll end the game and then just give you such a cold look. And I think Isaiah Thomas is that way. I mean, I think so many players, of course, LeBron, Curry have been that way their whole career. But Kawhi Leonard seems to be that next coming of ice in his veins.
And that one's good by Porter.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
Rodgers a screen on Zeller. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
Morris a screen. Porter kicks to Wall. Here's Zeller. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Rodgers. That one doesn't drop. Wall with some nice D. The Wizards have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. He kicks it to Porter. Outside, Wall. In the corner, it's Richardson. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Porter pulls it in. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Puts it up. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
So Orlando going with it. Wizards trail by 4. Outside, Wall. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Can't cash in from the high post. With the shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 30 points for DJ. Pass to Walters. Here's Bertans. The Wizards with another miss.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. "17 seconds left to play in the third. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Anderson with the ball. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wall passes to Oubre. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Oubre's got his first points of the night. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Magic up 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And so it's Washington with it. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Isaac out there with Allen Williams. Then it's DJ. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Wells in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Magic moving the ball around. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The intensity from DJ. He's superb at rising up and getting the D to foul him when he's looking to shoot.
Rogers checked in for Wells. And both free throws good for DJ.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Richardson kicks to O'Quinn. Williams with the block.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ring shot on the way. And it's DJ missing.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That one misses. Magic leading by 7. On the wing, Williams. Feeds to DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, and it's great watching DJ go to work inside, playing with aggression and easily drawing contact on the way up.
Free throw good, DJ. Zeller, he's checked in for Washington. Morris comes in for Kelly Oubre, and both free throws good for DJ.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Wall dishes to Zeller. Back to Wall. Over Rogers. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 17 points for John Wall.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Once again off the mark, Orlando. Wizards trail by 7. Here's Bertans. Now here is Morris. Outside, Wall. Just 5 on the clock. And that one goes long.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
And that one is good from DJ. DJ's got 38 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Washington calls timeout. DJ really making a difference here.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense on him because what they've been doing so far is not working.
Porter's checked in for Washington. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to the team. He knows his team is struggling tonight from the three-point line, so he told them to go for more quality shots inside. We're shooting way too many threes, he said. No more Hail Marys. Let's get inside to the post. Back to you guys.
And they continue to control the glass.
Lets it go from 11. Here's Williams. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Wall. Here we go now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Orlando leading by 9. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Off the inbound. And DJ with a layup. DJ's got 40 points. And when you look at the younger generation of players coming in now, Chris, of course, you do the interviews, you see them, you talk to them. Is it easy for you to relate to these younger players?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to relate to them. I think that our generation had a lot of influence on their style, their kind of expression of self, just as the generations before us did, and we have that unique bond. I think that's one of the advantages I have, that I've known some of these players since they've been young. I know their habits, I know that they're good kids, good individuals, and they just express express themselves differently. You know, do I like the way they come into a game dressed looking like, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne and Run DMC mixed? Nah, I don't like that. But people used to say that about my style and my clothes too, Kevin. I'm sure they did that about you too, you know. So, man, I just love it. I just take it as we have some of the best players that fans have seen, and I'm just enjoying everything from the wild clothes to the music to the style. But no, it's not hard to relate to them, man, because they're all pretty good kids.
Chris, just for the record, they never said that about me. I always
yeah, you always set the trend.
Porter passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Morris is more than willing to put it on the deck. I like seeing the big man take it to the rack.
And again it will fall. Basket good there from DJ. DJ's got 44.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Magic.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
Well, his defense gave them the spark they needed, protecting the rim with purpose. They were afraid to bring the ball inside against the big fella.
Here's Wall, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Porter in the corner, inside. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist from Porter.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush, very deliberate with his moves.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Washington calls timeout. They're down by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
They can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. .20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Stolen away. From 11 feet away. And that one, good. DJ's got 48.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
Yeah, just outworking guys in there, being accountable, being the leader by example.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
The first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, Shaq here. Congrats on the career high in points. You remind me of myself. You look great. How do you rank scoring on your list of achievements so far?
Shaq, these media guys and these writers, they love to talk about the numbers and the stats, but it's not something that I look at or care about. So if you're looking for a soundbite about how great it feels to put up that many points, I'm sorry, Diesel, but I'm going to have to disappoint you. It's all about the wins, not my points.
Well, that's what makes us different. I always looked at my stats, buddy. But I understand. Back to you, Ernie.
All right, guys, and now we have our three-man team ready.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks for joining us. The NBA on 2K Sports, rolling right along. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. The regular season starting to wind down. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. Well, another game with DJ on the court, and the odds are that we'll be seeing another double-double. That's just par for the course for him lately.
Double-doubles are easy for DJ. And some guys can only impact the game one way. He can impact the game multiple ways, but don't forget about his leadership, Shaq. Don't forget about that.
And, it's easy to make your team better when the ball is in your hands. But great players make their teams better when they don't have the ball. And this kid reminds me of Cedric Ceballos.
Wow.
You don't have to call a play for him, and he can get buckets.
Wow. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan at Lake Havasu.
Lake Havasu.
Oh, say.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we get going, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. David, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he said overall he's been pleased with their performances against this team, but even at 2-0 against them, he still thinks there's room for improvement. He said, we've won both games, but there have been stretches where they have outplayed us, and we can't let that happen tonight. Hard guy to please sometimes. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Obviously, two teams, same conference, lots of history between them. Should be a good one. Brent, who are some of your favorite rivals to compete against?
Just growing up around the game of basketball, Kevin, for me to step on the floor against the jerseys, maybe not so much about the player that's in the jersey, but to see Lakers in purple or to see Celtics in green. That to me got my juices flowing. And then, obviously, selfishly, anytime I had the opportunity to play against my brother John, oh boy, I was ready to go.
You loved it. Yeah, you savored that. I love that answer, by the way. Playing the team, not necessarily the individual. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Orlando, Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Rogers. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And that one is good from DJ.
That's the kind of hustle they want out there from DJ, getting up the court quick on the fast break.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. They set the pick. Rockets the pass to Adebayo. In the corner, Harrell with it. From the wing, it's hauled in by Gordon.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
And that one is good from DJ.
Yeah, confidence in the mid-range, which is going to make him impossible to defend.
And Waiters kicks to Harrell. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Winslow. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Winslow's jumper coming along, a great sign for the organization to see his improvement.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
No good on the free throw.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Eric Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
That's tipped.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
Raiders against Fournier. Dragic with a screen for Winslow. But they'll get another chance.
You got to be careful around Isaac. His length is a problem for the opposition. He stifles shooters with that reach. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And DJ throws it down.
A burst of speed down the lane. I like the way that DJ finishes on the move. Remix.
Waiters against Fournier. Off the screen. Shots good by Waiters. Waiters got his first bucket of the night.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
And DJ throws it down.
Good focus from DJ. Clear contact on the shot, but he just stays with it, finishes, and now has a chance for the and one.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Orlando making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Justin Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Wells is subbed in for Fournier. So the Magic, their last game, a win against Washington.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
Yeah, the defense did nothing disruptive in the game, so good patience. It led to good shot selection, and then look at the excellent shooting percentage from the field. Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Payne dishes to Harrell. Back to Payne. The feed to Harrell. Heat moving the ball around. Johnson the screen. The pass to Guerrero. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Here is Rodgers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And DJ throws it down.
That's a very alert play. DJ getting position inside, knowing he has a chance to get some easy points if he collects the offensive rebound.
Feeds it to Payne. Nurkic against Johnson. The dish to Payne. Over Rodgers. Orlando grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, they rebounded better than the U.S. economy, and that turned it into a blowout victory. They were dominant on the glass.
No problems knocking that one down. He has 6.
It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
Goes back up. Nurkic can't hit.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Passes to Guerrero. Johnson outside. Dishes it to Harrell. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Got it!
Whoa.
He got it! What a shot!
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like he felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And so it's DJ making highlights for Orlando. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action after this word. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play deep.
That's exactly the kind of... And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Harrell. Justice Winslow comes in for James Johnson. Waiters, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Dragic in for Cameron Payne. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Marjanovic checked in for Nurkic. DJ comes in for Williams. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Justin Anderson. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Rogers. So on the floor for Orlando, Wells is out there with Evan Fournier. And there's Gordon. And it's DJ. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 48 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one. This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Heat.
And the corner 3 has not been their shot of choice here tonight. And I think a big reason for that has been the defensive setup. They came in focused on taking away the short-range triple.
You watch the Heat play, you watch their young athletes, and you think about the conditioning of all of their players. Allegedly, they have one of the toughest practice regimens in the league. I don't think guys get too fired up about their training camps, but certainly pays off throughout the course of the season.
Waiters no luck.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Marjanovic passes to DJ. The Magic with a fresh 24. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target. Now the Heat take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Shots good by Waiters.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there. This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Adebayo is out there with Harrell, and it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Picked by Harrell. There's the screen. To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Fournier. Waiters grabs the miss. The pick and roll takes great timing for both players and a feel for the game and what the defense is going to show. Brent, in your opinion, which tandems are the best at running it?
Well, I think Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams have really done a great job of establishing a great chemistry in the pick and roll. And it's interesting, Kevin, because as centers and point guards play together, the more games that they have, the more used to one another they are in terms of sometimes setting good hard screens and sometimes not really setting a screen at all, setting up the slip and creating opportunities that way. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, insert player here. Pretty good combinations.
Yeah, I like that. A different look for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Winslow. Tyler Johnson comes in for Waiters. And it's Payne in for Goran Dragic. And a change for the Magic. Williams, he's checked in for Gordon. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. And Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great, great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Rodgers passes to Williams. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Magic lead by 7.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
Picked by Harrell. Johnson kicks to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. Williams with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And it's DJ missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Harrell. It's deflected. Fournier gets a wide open look. Misses the 3.
I'm scratching my head on that one. This is not his shot, and he of all people should know that. Hopefully he will try to work his way closer to the basket next time the ball comes his way.
Johnson kicks to Payne. Out to the right wing. And the foul called on DJ. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams. Now here's Waiters. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Gordon with the defensive effort. Wells. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Orlando in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Got to get
back to defending them, and we got to get.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. The Heat trail by 8. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. We've got Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Wells, and it's DJ in at the 5 down low. And the basket by Johnson.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Shoots. Orlando getting another chance here.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning, but they'd like to get him going.
Dragic with it, now guarded by Wells. Wells comes with the double team. On the wing, Winslow. No good on the 3.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play. And that sends DJ to the free throw line. That one's on Johnson. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Orlando also making some changes. Isaac comes in for Marjanovic, and Rogers subbed in for Wells. Winslow kicks to Dragic. He feeds it to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Adebayo, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Dragic, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just a heads-up play by Dragic there, getting the foul, getting the shot up, and getting contact.
That one misses for Dragic.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
The shot, no good.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Fires from the wing. They grab their own miss. Yep, that one goes. And the Magic lead by 4.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive but not committing turnovers.
Harrell, he's checked in for Johnson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. They have been getting killed from long range tonight, and he said, we can't lose track of their shooters. We're overpacking the lane, and we're leaving them wide open. Guys, we'll see if they can make the adjustment.
That's an incredible play from Goran Dragic. What a shot.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
Here's Waiters, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Waiters got the game tied up here for Miami. The Magic have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
He's not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And Winslow pulls it down. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And the foul called on DJ. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Knocked loose. Here's Dragic from outside. The 3-pointer is right on target. And now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
You just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the 3-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for DJ.
A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close, and he takes care of business as usual.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Goes up to the stripe. Here's Fournier. And the basket by Gordon.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. There's the pick. Winslow is screen on Rodgers. They double him with DJ. To the wing on the left. Good ball movement here by Miami.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Goran Dragic drops them both.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Now, here's DJ. Tight defense on him.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
.26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Back to Dragic. Dragic with a screen for Harrell. Ooh, offline. Pick by Harrell. Here's Waiters. It's off for the tie. Cans it to force overtime.
Gets the big-time shot to fall, folks, and now we're headed to OT.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we've watched this one go now to overtime. And the DJ is checked in for Orlando. Gordon comes in for Allen Williams. Here's Payne. There's the screen. The teardrop falls in. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Well, it's nice that he holds some things in reserve because he knows his time to explode. And then the soft lane.
Johnson left side, 14 feet away, and it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rebound by the Heat. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Heat lead by 4. So it's Orlando now. And DJ throws it down.
And I tell you what, DJ does not back away from the spotlight. When he's in rhythm, he's ready to shoot at any point in the game.
Payne dishes to Johnson. Pass to Johnson. A 3 ball. And the Heat, another 3.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Goes up on the wing, and the shot no good, a bit short.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Pass to DJ. From down low. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You cannot get any more clutch than that. DJ coming through with the play that just might win the game.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
They had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Now, DJ has a lot of admirers all over the NBA for just how hard he brings it every single night that he takes the court.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Dragic against Rogers. Now Dragic. Waiters outside. Off target from downtown. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. When you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blown up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
What's up? It's Kenny the Jet. Congrats. Great win tonight. Tough overtime battle. Now, what made you guys look so in control during that overtime?
You know, Kenny, I think this team could be very dangerous when our backs are against the wall. You know, ideally, we knew that we should have closed out the game before it got to overtime. But, you know, once we were in there, we trusted each other, and we stuck to the game plan. And fortunately, it translated to a win.
Good job tonight. Good win.
Thank you.
DJ, you really shut them down out there with your effort. Your defensive ability has really surprised people.
I don't know why.
Well, does that bother you, that part of your game has been overlooked?
Yeah, a little bit, to be honest with you. But I also understand it. We're in a very offensive era of basketball. You know, I guess it takes people some time to key into that side of the game, but I'm just going to keep doing anything and everything that I can for to get us wins.
Sure.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. It's been a fantastic
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against the Heat in Miami. And before the action.
Well, guys, he told me they're up against a team that really finishes strong at the rim, and he wanted to get that point across to his players. He wants them to protect the rim with every bit of energy they've got.
Thanks so much, David. Tip-off goes to Orlando. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Adebayo is out there with Harrell, and it's Guerrero in at the small forward. To the middle, the kick out to Dragic, and yes, it's good.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
And you know, Greg, that's what you like to see, grabbing hold of the lead right now, right away.
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my. Tell you what, dunks like this do a lot for a player's confidence. DJ likes showing off his great athleticism.
It's Dragic with the drive. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to Orlando.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
6 to shoot. There's the pick. Wells passes to Rogers. Off target with his 3.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Kicks to Harrell. Second shot opportunity. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And Waiters kicks to Harrell. Pass to Dragic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Both free throws good from Dragic. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The wing jumper, a misfire from DJ.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happens.
Here's Dragic. Another miss by Dragic.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Like how DJ is physical with the defense. I mean, he's not afraid to mix it up and go through contact on his shots.
It's his first trip to the line.
one of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's the dish to Waiters. Picked by Harrell. Waiters passes to Harrell over Gordon, and the shot is long. And a lot of scorers in the NBA just demand so much attention when they have the ball. Which players you think, Clark, in your eyes, gets the most attention from a defense?
Well, I mean, how about the MVP of last season, Russell Westbrook? I mean, you can't take your eyes off of him when you're watching the game and certainly when you're playing against him. And you've got to know where Steph Curry is at all times, whether he has the ball or not. He's that dangerous. And James Harden is one of those guys who's a magnet for attention as well. And you always can throw LeBron James in any conversation about most watched players or most focused on players.
Wells with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. And DJ with the basket on the assist from Wells. DJ's got 5 now.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
For the Magic, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Wells. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Miami.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by...
The Magic trail by 12. On the floor for Miami, Waiters and Winslow are the wings. Then there's Harrell. Then there's Dragic. And it's Guerrero in at the 4.
And Wells is just an unselfish guy, willing to give the ball up if one of his teammates is open. That's the way the game should be played.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Heat was a man on a mission. He scored 35 points, and boy, was he active on defense. He had steals and blocks on that side of the ball. That game was just the latest example of how hot he's been. We'll see if anyone can cool him down tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well. You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Yeah, getting there is before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's the screen. Here's Waiters.
I like how Wells blankets his man, not giving up anything simple or easy.
That misses off the backboard.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so. And, you know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Magic moving the ball around, and a wide-open look for DJ. Buries the long-range jumper. DJ's got 12 in the game.
Gotta love seeing DJ square up from outside. He has a beautiful release on these long-distance shots.
Waiters outside. Harrell. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic trail by 11. DJ with it, now guarded by Winslow. Fournier dishes to Wells. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And Wells really reliable from deep. When he squares his body up towards the hoop, you feel like he's going to make every shot he takes.
Here's Waiters. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside Dragic. Makes it off the glass.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Now here's Winslow. Defense is right there. There's a screen. Guerrero, the pass to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, Winslow with it. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 5 points in the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
For 3. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from DJ.
And, you know, the scary thing is he's still...
Got the shot! My goodness is right.
Just no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
Yeah.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. DJ really making a difference here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination, strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
Rodgers is out there with Wells. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's DJ. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. DJ with it. He's got 15. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And, you know, DJ is a capable scorer. His jumper is very reliable, and most of the time, it's wet.
Dragic kicks to Harrell. Dishes it to Waiters. Outside Dragic to the wing right side. Here's Guerrero. It's deflected.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
There's the triple. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
In the post, Clark, you were as polished as they come. I watched it with my own eyes and loved the way you play. Just how important, when you go back to that time, is footwork for a big man in the NBA?
Well, I think it's everything, regardless of what size you are, big or small. Fundamentally sound footwork is essential to being a solid offensive basketball player. And as a guy who played inside and out, it was something I took pride in. And I wasn't the greatest athlete, a decent athlete, so my footwork allowed me to gain an advantage against bigger guys.
And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. DJ's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully he can get the fire lit.
So, second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Payne kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Johnson. There's a good screen. And stolen by Fournier. He kicks to DJ. The Magic with a fresh 24. Goes back up. And Winslow pulls it down.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Johnson against Fournier. 4 on the clock. Payne can't hit. And it's the Magic's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Now, here's DJ. Not a lot of room. From the stripe, the rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Payne. Here's Winslow. Misses the shot. And so it's Miami in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
All right, put together.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. The Magic trail by 9. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Johnson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Justice Winslow. And it's Guerrero in at the 3 slot. Good on the shot. And the Heat lead by 11.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Now here's DJ. Defense is right there. And there's the pass to Rogers. He dishes it to DJ. Drops in the tray. DJ's got 26 points.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Pass to Guerrero. Back to Dragic. Harrell setting the pick for Dragic. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Marjanovic checked in for Olynyk. And Miami with a change here too. Waiters has checked in. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play. Executed beautifully too.
The Magic trail by 10. Pass to DJ. Takes the 3. Waiters grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Count it, good.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
The Magic making a switch here. Wells is checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Adebayo is checked in for Justice Winslow. Passes it to Adebayo. Shoots over Marjanovic. The shot by Adebayo, no good. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Feeds it to DJ. Puts up a 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The pass to Guerrero. Here's Adebayo. They set the pick. Dragic with a wide open look. Another miss by Dragic. The Magic trail by 12. Let's go. Here's Marjanovic. And it's Miami with the rebound. Waiters got his 3rd rebound tonight. Ball's knocked loose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Wells. Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Here's the screen. They double him with DJ. Here's Adebayo. And it's Orlando with the rebound. DJ's got his 5th rebound in this one. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court.
And Clark, we've heard the term empty stats for players that put up big numbers but didn't impact the game to the same level of those numbers. What do you think about empty stats?
I'm mixed on empty stats. Clearly some stats impact winning more than others, but in this day of analytics, some of the stats that apparently document impact in winning may be overdone as well. Statistics are statistics. They're part of the game, and you evaluate them in the context of a number of variables. So they're here to stay. Empty is probably too strong because they're part of the game.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. That 3 off the mark.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Pass to Guerrero. They set the pick. Here's Waiters. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Heat.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
Yeah, I mean, a loss would have given them a horrendous 0-4 mark in the season series, so I thought they did very well to avoid that fate.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers from Montrezl Harrell.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wells comes with the double team.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it would take a miracle for them to come back in my mind, like Tracy McGrady against the Spurs type of heroics. A lot of points in a little bit of time.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
Yeah, that's a momentum changer for sure. You got to like the steal and the finish at the other end. That's the thing, paying that steal off with the finish.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
And here's Payne, and stolen by DJ. Pulls up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And this is what you want to see. I mean, DJ firing quickly right off the pass, not giving the defense any time to react.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
Hey, DJ. Oh, yo, what's up, Coach? Hey, I thought you had a great game tonight, but I did notice you were a little heavy on the threes. Look, we want you to take them, but don't just take the first one out of the gate. Get into the action, move around a little bit. Look, I know everybody in the league is trying to get jiggy with it from the deep, but that don't mean you have to be the follower of the pack. You're a star. Take the smart shot.
All right, sure, Coach.
All right.
Shoot more threes.
Why are you whispering, SK?
I wouldn't want the coaching staff to think that I disagree with them.
Which is exactly what they would think if they heard you whispering about taking more threes. Look, DJ, you need to dunk more, okay? I'm not a stats guy, but I do know that a monster dunk trends way better than a simple three-pointer.
DJ, 3 is more than 2. Convert 50% of your threes as 1.5 points per game. Convert 50% of your twos as 1 point per game. And the average player's playing way better than that these days.
I don't understand a single word you just said, my man.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. But what I do understand is that trending means more online traffic, which means more ticket sales, which means more jersey sales.
Ooh, that does sound nice, Char.
You know what also sounds nice? More points per game, which goes up when you shoot more threes, especially from the corner. It's the best shot in the game. It's shorter distance, but it's still 3 points. Take a look at this chart.
Now, hold up, brother. Now, you had me at shoot more threes.
Look how many views this dunking video has.
And you had me at jersey sales. Now, how about this? I'm going to shoot more threes, and I'm going to dunk. You guys are on it, man. I appreciate y'all.